Good morning all. Welcome to the lecture of number theory. I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So we will see the examples. Find the primitive roots of integer 15. Okay, so here we have to find out the primitive roots of 15, and we know that what are the primitive roots. If a be any integer and a is an integer which is relatively prime to n, then a is a primitive root of n. If a to the power phi of n is congruent to 1 modulo n, and a to the power k is not congruent to 1 modulo n whenever k is less than phi of n. Okay, such an integer a is said to be a primitive root of n. Now here we have given n equal to 15 and we have to find out its primitive roots. See its solution. Here n is equal to 15. Okay, as n is equal to 15, which implies what is the value of phi of n? That is phi of 15 is equal to 15 can be written as 3 into 5, and phi is a multiplicative function whenever m and n are relatively prime. As 3 and 5 both are prime, then they must be relatively prime. Therefore, it is nothing but phi of 3 into phi of 5. Okay, now what is phi of 3?
2.
And phi of 5?
4.
4.
into 4, which is equal to 8. And phi of n is nothing but the number of integers less than n and relatively prime to n. And the number of integers less than 15 and relatively prime to 15 are 18 number. Okay, so phi of 15 is equal to 8. Now tell me the integers which are less than n and relatively prime to 15. The integers less than 15 and relatively prime to 15 prime to 15 are कोणकोणते नंबर असतील जे 15 पेक्षा लहान पाहिजेत आणि रिलेटिव्हली प्राइम पाहिजेत 15 सोबत 1 असेल. नाउ whether 2 is relatively prime to 15. आठ नंबर आहेत म्हणून तुम्ही सांगितलं ना, जे 15 पेक्षा लहान आहेत त्यांनी ते त्याला 15 ला रिलेटिव्हली प्राइम आहेत. मग कोणते कोणते नंबर असतील ते?
1, 2.
1 2 3 नसेल, 4
4.
7 8 11 13 and 14. 6 नसणार ना, कारण 3 च्या टेबल मध्ये 6 आणि 15 दोन्ही येते. त्याचा अर्थ तुम्ही जीसीडी त्यांचा 3 तर असेल. ओके, so these are the numbers 1 2 4 7 8 11 13 and 14. That is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That is they are 18 number. Therefore these are the 8 integers which are less than 15 and relatively prime to 15. Okay, now we know that one theorem. We know
सर
that,
फ्रेंडला माझ्या जॉईन नाही.
yes, त्याला जॉइन करायचं. Okay, so we know that one theorem. If GCD of two integers a and m is equal to 1, then small a is primitive root of m, primitive root of m, if and only if a to the power phi of m divided by p is not congruent to 1 modulo m for every prime divisor, for every prime divisor phi of p of phi of m, p of phi of m. ओके, जर माझ्याकडे दोन इंटिजर असतील a आणि m जे की रिलेटिव्हली प्राइम आहेत, म्हणजे त्यांचा जीसीडी जर 1 असेल तर हा स्मॉल इंटिजर a हा प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट होईल m चा. कधी जर असं होत असेल तर a टू द पॉवर phi of m हा कॉन्ग्रुएंट नाही आला पाहिजे माझा 1 मॉड्युलो m ला. कधी कधी जितके मला प्राइम डिवायझर मिळतील या phi of m साठी तितके त्यावेळी. ठीक आहे ना. ॲज हिअर वी हॅव टू फाइंड आउट द primitive roots of 15 and phi of 15 is nothing but 8, that is 8 is nothing but 2 cube. Now we have to find out all the prime divisors of 2 cube. Which are those? 8 ला डिवाइड करणारे प्राइम नंबर कोणते कोणते आहेत?
2.
Here 2 is the only prime divisor of 8 or 2 cube. So only prime divisor of 8. Then by this result, that is the GCD of am equal to 1, then a is primitive root of m if and only if a to the power phi of m upon p is not congruent to 1 modulo m for every prime divisor p of phi m, then we say that the corresponding a is primitive root of m. Then as 2 is the only prime divisor of 8, then any integer a is a primitive root of 15. It's a primitive root of integer 15 if and only if a to the power phi of m, here phi of 15 divided by p is not congruent to 1 modulo 15. But here a to the power phi of 15 will be 8 divided by, there is only one prime divisor for 8 which is 2, which is not congruent to 1 modulo 15. That is a to the power 4 is not congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then we say that the corresponding integer a is a primitive root of 15. As now we have to choose the integer a is which is relatively prime to 15, and 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 13 and 14 are the integers which are less than 15 and relatively prime to 15. Then we have to choose a among these 8 integers. But we know that 1 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. 1 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then 1 to the power 4 must be congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then by this star, 1 is not a primitive root of 15 since 1 to the power 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. For any primitive root a, we have a to the power 4 is not congruent to 1 modulo 15. But here we get 1 to the power 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Therefore, 1 is not a primitive root. Now choose the second integer, that is 2. Now, what is the value of 2 raised to 4? 2 raised to 4 is 16. And over modulo 15, what is the value of 16?
1.
Which is again congruent to 1 modulo 15. Therefore, again here we get 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then 2 is not a primitive root of 15. Now, 3 square is 9. 3 raised to 4 will be 81. Now, what is the value of 81 over modulo 15? Sorry, I think 3 is not a integer which is relatively prime to 15. Choose 4. 4 square is congruent to 16 again. 16 over modulo 15 is 1 modulo 15. That is 4 raised to 4 is nothing but 1 square, which is 1 modulo 15. Again here we get 4 to the power 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then 4 is also not a primitive root of 15. Now the next integers are 7, 8, 11, 13 and 14. Let us pick 7. What is the value of 7 square over modulo 15? 7 square is nothing but 49. Over modulo 15 it is nothing but 4 modulo 15. 4 modulo 15. Now let us take its square. 7 square to the power square is congruent to 4 square modulo 15. Okay, that is 7 raised to 4 is congruent to 4 square again 16. 16 over modulo 15 again 1. Then 7 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then by this star, as a to the power 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15, then a is not a primitive root. As 7 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15, then 7 is not a primitive root of 15. Now the next integer will be 8. Now, what is the value of 8 square over 8 square is 64, and over modulo 15, what is the value of 64?
4.
4. Again 8 square to the power 2 is nothing but 8 raised to 4, and which is congruent to 4 square. 4 square will be 16. Over modulo 15, again 16 is nothing but 1 modulo 15. Again here we get 8 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then 8 is not a primitive root of 15. Now the next integer will be 11. Now what is the value of 11 square? 121. And over modulo 15, what is the value of 121?
1.
11
1.
square. Yes, 1. It means 11 raised to 4 again 1 square, which is 1. 11 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then 11 also not a primitive root of 15. Now 13 square is nothing but 169. Over modulo 15, value of 169 is I think 4 modulo 15. Again
4.
13 square to the power 2, which is 13 raised to 4 is congruent to 4 square. Again 4 square over modulo 15 is nothing but 1. Therefore 13 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Then 13 is also not a primitive root of 15. Now the last integer 14. What is the value of 14 square? Sorry, 14 over modulo 15 is nothing but minus 1 modulo 15, which implies 14 square is congruent to 1 modulo 15. 14 square to the power 2, which is 14 raised to 4, is congruent to minus 1 to the power 4 modulo 15, which is nothing but 14 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15. Again, as 14 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15, then 14 is also not a primitive root of 15. Then these are the only integers, that is 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 13 and 14, which are the integers which are relatively prime to 15 and they are less than 15. But none among these 8 integers is a primitive root of 15. Therefore, from this we conclude that there is no primitive root for the integer 15. Since all the integers 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 11, 13, 14, if we take its fourth power, that is 1 raised to 4, 2 raised to 4 up to 1, 14 raised to 4, then they are congruent to 1 modulo 15. But by this result, as a to the power 4 is congruent to 1 modulo 15, then a is not a primitive root. Therefore, none among these 8 integer is a primitive root of 15. Therefore, there exists no primitive root of 15. No primitive root of 15. That is, the integer 15 has no primitive roots. Okay, so in this way we can check whether the corresponding integer has the primitive roots or not. Now, okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we will see the next concept, which is nothing but the theory of indices. That is actually, here we have to find out the index of integers. Theory of indices. See, first definition, let R be a primitive root of an integer n and GCD of a comma n is equal to 1. Okay, that is, R is a primitive root of n and a be any integer which is relatively prime to n. Then the smallest positive integer h, the smallest positive integer h, such that r to the power h is congruent to a modulo n is called the index of integer a relative to integer r, and is denoted by index of a, or that is small ind of a relative to r. Okay, which is also written as a is congruent to r to the power index of a modulo.
हॅलो सर.
Yes.
सर जॉईन होता येत नाहीये काही जणांना.
ओके, त्यांना जॉईन करायचं. Okay, so what is the index of any integer a? If r be any integer which is a primitive root of n, primitive root of n means r to the power phi of n is congruent to 1 modulo n, and r to the power k is not congruent to 1 modulo n whenever k is less than phi of n. That is, we have given r is a primitive root of n, and a be any integer which is relatively prime to n. Then the smallest positive integer. Here we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that r to the power h is congruent to a modulo n. That is, we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that r, that is which is a primitive root of n to the power h, is congruent to the integer a which is relatively prime to n. Then the integer h is called the index of integer a relative to the primitive root r, and it is denoted by index of a or index of a relative to the r by this symbol, and we can also written it as a is congruent to r to the power index of a modulo n. Since here we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that r to the power h is congruent to a modulo n, and we know that if a is congruent to b modulo n, then b is also congruent to a modulo n. As r to the power h is congruent to a modulo n, which implies a is congruent to r to the power h modulo n. But h is nothing but the index of it. That is, we have written here as a is congruent to r to the power h modulo n, and h is nothing but the index of it. Therefore, this congruence can also be written in this form. That is, a is congruent to r to the power index of a modulo n, and which is the definition of index of the integer a relative to the integer r. Okay, any doubt in the definition? Definition कळालं नाही असं काही आहे का?
No, sir.
काही नाही, दोन इंटीजर आहेत r आणि a. r हा त्यातला प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट आहे यांचा, दुसरा जो इंटीजर आहे तो फक्त रिलेटिव्हली प्राइम आहे n सोबत. त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला एक स्मॉलेस्ट पॉझिटिव्ह इंटीजर h काढायचा आहे, ज्यासाठी r टू दी पॉवर h जो की प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट आहे त्याचा पॉवर घेतल्यानंतर मला a आला पाहिजे. तर त्या तशा h ला मी काय म्हणणार? इंडेक्स ऑफ a म्हणणार, and कुणाचं पॉवर घेतले आपण r चं, म्हणून रिलेटिव्ह टू r, and which is denoted by these two symbols. Okay, now let us see some examples. Find the index of 9 modulo 90. Okay, so here we have to find out the index of 9 modulo 19. See solution. Here we have given, we have to find out the index of 9 modulo 19. It means a is nothing but 9. Here a is equal to 9, and over modulo 19 we have to find out. It means n is nothing but 19. N equal to 19, and GCD of a and n, that is 9 and 19, is equal to 1. Then just we have to go by the definition of theory of index. Okay, so as here we have a equal to n 9, n equal to 19, and these two integers are relatively prime. Now we have to just find out the value of r, that is one primitive root we have to find out. As in definition of index of a, r is nothing but the primitive root of n. Now here we have to find out the primitive root of 19, since here n is equal to 19. Now in any primitive root of integer n is nothing but which is the integer less than that integer and which is relatively prime to that integer n, relatively prime to that integer n, and that corresponding integer r is said to be a primitive root of integer n if r to the power phi of n is congruent to 1 modulo n and r to the power k is not congruent to 1 modulo n whenever k is less than phi of n. Now we have to just find out the value of r. Now it remains to find value of r. Okay, now 1 is congruent to 1 modulo 19, therefore 1 is not a primitive root of 19. Now the integers less than 19 and relatively prime to 19 are, as here n is equal to 19, and we know that 19 is a prime, which implies phi of n is nothing but
18.
phi of 19, and which is
18.
equal to 19 minus 1, 18. Therefore all the integers which are less than 19 are relatively prime to 19. As first integer will be 1, but 1 is congruent to 1 modulo 19, then 1 is not a primitive root. Now let us check for the integer 2. Okay, now check whether 2 is primitive root of 19 or not. Primitive root of 19. Okay, now 2 is a primitive root of 19 if 2 to the power phi of 19 is congruent to 1 modulo 19 and 2 to the power k is not congruent to 1 modulo 19 whenever k is less than phi of 19, that is 18. Okay, now we will use that theorem, that is if a is an integer which is relatively prime to m, then a is a primitive root of m if and only if a to the power phi of m upon p is not congruent to 1 modulo m. As here we have chosen the integer 2 which is relatively prime to 19. Now find out phi of 19 is equal to 18. Tell me the prime divisors of 18.
2 and 3.
2 and 3 are the only prime divisors of 18, and we know that a is primitive root of m, primitive root of m if and only if a to the power phi of m upon p is not congruent to 1 modulo m for every prime divisor p of phi of m, p of phi of m. Now here we have to check 2 is a primitive root of 19 or not. That is a to the power phi of m. Here m is 19. E to the power phi of m means 18 divided by p is not congruent to 1 modulo m for every prime divisor p of 18. As there are only 2 prime divisors, 2 and 3. That is e to the power 18 divided by 2, 9 is not congruent to 1 modulo m, 1 modulo 19, and e to the power 9, sorry, e to the power 18 divided by 3, which is e to the power 6, is not congruent to 1 modulo 19. If a to the power 9 is a to the power 9 is not congruent to 1 modulo 19 and a to the power 6 is not congruent to 1 modulo 19, then we say that the corresponding integer a is a primitive root of 19. Here we will take a equal to 2. Let a equal to 2. Now just take whether 2 to the power 6 and 2 to the power 9 are not congruent to 1 modulo 19 or not. Now 2 raised to 4 will be 2 raised to 4 will be 60. 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 60. But over modulo 1916 is nothing but minus of 3 modulo 90. That is 2 raised to 4 into 2. 2 raised to 4 into, actually we have to find out 2 raised to 6, as we have to take the 2 raised to 4 into 2 square. Into 2 square is congruent to minus of 3 into 2 square will be minus 4. Sorry, 4 modulo 90. That is 2 to the power 6 is congruent to minus 3 into 4, which is minus of 12. Over 19 minus 12 is nothing but 7 modulo 90. Therefore, 2 to the power 6 is congruent to 7 modulo 90. That is 2 to the power 6 is not congruent to 1 modulo 90. Therefore, first case will be true. Now it remains to check whether 2 raised to 9 is also not congruent to 1 modulo 19 or not. Now 2 raised to 6 into 2 cube. 2 raised to, sorry, from this one, 2 raised to 4, which implies 2 raised to 8 is congruent to minus 3 square, which is 9 modulo 19. And 2 raised to 9 is congruent to 9 into 2. 15. 2 raised to 8. And 2. Therefore, 2 raised to 9 is congruent to 9 into 2, 18. 18 over modulo 19 is nothing but minus 1. That is, let us take 18 modulo 19. That is 2 to the power 9 is not congruent to 1 modulo 19. Therefore, here a to the power 6 is not congruent to 1 modulo 19 and a to the power 9 is also not congruent to 1 modulo 19, which implies 2 is a smallest primitive root of 19. Smallest primitive root of 90. Okay, so here we get, r is equal to 2. Okay, so we get r is equal to 2, a equal to 9 and n is equal to 19. Now we have to find out the index of 9 modulo 19. That is, we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that r to the power h is congruent to 9 modulo 19. That is to prove that r to the power h is congruent to 9 modulo 19. But here r is nothing but 2. Now we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that 2 to the power that h is congruent to 9 modulo 19. Now, which implies 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 6 modulo, sorry, 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 16, that is minus 3 modulo 19. 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 16, that is minus of 3 modulo 90, which implies 2 to the power 8 is congruent to minus 3 square, which is 9 modulo 19. Modulo 90. So here we get the smallest positive integer h, 8, such that 2 to the power 8 is congruent to 9 modulo 19, and that is we have to find out, which implies what is the index of 9 there?
8.
8.
Which is equal to 8 and which is relative to the primitive root 2. Therefore, which is nothing but index of 9 relative to primitive root 2 and which is nothing but 8. So in this way we can find out the index of any integer. Okay. Now here we have chosen the primitive root as a 2. r हा आपण काहीही चूज करू शकतो जो की फक्त प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट असला पाहिजे 19 चा माझा. त्यासाठी मी स्मॉलेस्ट प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट 2 घेतला. दुसरा इंटिजर ही आपण घेऊ शकतो जो की इंटिजर रिलेटिव्हली प्राइम आहे 19 सोबत आणि 2 टू द पॉवर दॅट 5 ऑफ 19 दॅट इज 2 टू द पॉवर 18 हा माझा कॉन्ग्रुएंट आला पाहिजे फक्त 1 मोड्युलो 19 ला. त्यापेक्षा लहान इंटिजर साठी तो आला नाही पाहिजे. तसं कोणताही r मी चूज करू शकतो. इथे 2 हा माझा सगळ्यात स्मॉल आहे म्हणून मी त्याला चूज केलं. याला सोडून दुसराही आपण r चूज करू शकतो. ओके. So in this way we can find out the primitive roots of any integer. Let us take the second example. Find the primitive root of of 5 modulo 13. Okay, again we have given here a is equal to 5 and n is equal to 13. Again we have to find out the primitive root r. Okay, as 1 is congruent to 1 modulo 13, then 1 is not a primitive root. Let us check whether 2 is a primitive root or not. Check 2 is primitive root or not. Okay, see, 2 square is 4, 2 cube will be 8, 2 raised to 4 will be 16, over modulo 13, 16 is nothing but 3 modulo 13. Now 2 raised to 4 raised to just 3 cube will be 27, 2 raised to 4 raised to 3 is congruent to 3 cube modulo 13, which is nothing but 2 raised to 12, and which is congruent to 3 cube will be 27. What is the value of 27 over modulo 13?
1.
Which is 1. So here we get 2 to the power 5 of 13. As 13 is a prime, then 5 of 13 will be 12, which is congruent to 1 modulo 13. Then by the definition of primitive root, as 2 to the power 5 of 13 is congruent to 1 modulo 13 and 2 to the power k is not congruent to 1 modulo 13 whenever k is less than 5 of 13, which implies by definition of primitive root 2 is a smallest primitive root of 13. Smallest primitive root of integer 30. As here we get r equal to 2. Now here r equal to 2, a equal to 5 and n equal to 30, which implies r is equal to 2, a is equal to 5 and n is equal to 13. Now we have to find out the index of integer 5. That is, we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that 2 to the power h is congruent to 5 modulo 13. That is, we have to find the smallest positive integer h, such that 2 to the power h is congruent to 5 modulo 13. So consider 2 cube is congruent to 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 16, and 16 over modulo 13 is nothing but 3 modulo 30, which implies 2 raised to 4 square, which is 2 to the power 8, is congruent to 9 modulo 30. Okay, which implies, now just multiply both sides by 2, which implies 2 to the power 8 into 2 to the power 1, which is 2 raised to 9, is congruent to 9 into 2, 18 modulo 13. What is the value of 18 over modulo 13?
5.
Which is congruent to 5 modulo 13. Therefore, here we get 2 raised to 9 is congruent to 5 modulo 13, and we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that 2 to the power h is congruent to 5 modulo 13. As here 2 to the power 9 is congruent to 5 modulo 13, which implies what is the index of 5?
9.
Index of 5 relative to primitive root 2 is nothing but 9. Okay, now similarly 6, 7 and 11 are also the primitive roots of 13. So the primitive roots of 13. Roots, हे check करा तुम्ही, roots of 13. 6, 7 and 11. As 13 is a prime number, therefore all the integers less than 13 are relatively prime to 13, and 6, 7 and 11 are the integers such that all these integers have order 5 of 13 modulo 13. Okay, now just find out the index of integer 5 relatively, index of integer 5 relative to these primitive roots 6, 7 and 11. So 6 square will be 36. What is the value of 36 over modulo 13?
Minus
6
3.
square will be 36, which is congruent to minus 3 modulo 30, which implies 6 raised to 4 is congruent to 2, 9 modulo 30. Now 6 raised to 4 square, which is nothing but 6 raised to 8 is congruent to 2. 9 square will be 81 over modulo 13. What is the value of 81?
Three.
3 modulo 30. Just multiply both sides by 6. We get 6 to the power 9 is congruent to 3 into 6 will be 18 modulo 13. Again over modulo 13, 18 is nothing but 5, which implies 6 to the power 9 is congruent to 5 modulo 13. Therefore 9 is the smallest positive integer such that 6 to the power that 9 is nothing but 5 modulo 13, which implies index of 5 relative to integer 6 is equal to 9. Okay, similarly 7 square will be 49 over modulo 19. What is the value of 49?
Minus 3.
Minus 3 modulo 30. Therefore 7 cube is congruent to 2. Minus 3 into 7, minus of 21 over modulo 13. What is the value of minus 21?
Five.
Which is 5 modulo 13, which implies index of integer 5 relative to primitive root 7 is equal to 3. And finally 11 square is congruent to 121. Now what is the value of 121 over modulo 13? 4.
Yes, sir.
Modulo 30, which implies 11 cube is congruent to 11 into 4 will be 44. What is the value of 44 over modulo 13?
Five.
Which is 5 modulo 30. Okay, so here index of integer 5 relative to primitive root 11 is equal to 3. Okay, so in this way we can find out the primitive roots of any integer n if we have given the value of a and r. Okay, if r is not given, then we can easily find out the primitive root. Okay, just we have to give the values of a and n. Okay, असं जर असेल तर फाइंड आउट करू शकता तुम्ही प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट आता कोणत्याही इंटिजरचं परत घ्यायची गरज आहे
Yes,
का?
sir.
One find the more example, find the primitive root of 17 modulo 18. Okay, so here we have to find out the primitive root of 17 modulo 18, which implies a is equal to 17 and n is equal to 18, which implies phi of n is equal to phi of 18. 18 can be written as 9 into 2,
2
that is
into 3 square.
2 into 3 square, which is phi of 2 into 3 square, which is nothing but phi of 2 into phi of 3 square. What is the value of phi of 2? Which is 1 into phi of 3 square will be 3 square minus 3, which is 6, which is equal to 6. So phi of 18 will be 6. Now we have to find out the primitive root of 18. And we know that a is a primitive root of 18 if a to the power phi of m upon p is not congruent to 1 modulo 18 for every prime divisor P of phi of m, as A is a primitive root of 18 if and only if A to the power phi of 18 divided by P is not congruent to 1 modulo 18 for every prime divisor P of, for every prime divisor P of phi of 18. That is, phi of 18 will be 6. A to the power 6 divided by P is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. Now, tell me the prime divisors of 6. 2 and 3 are the only
2
prime
and
divisors of 6, which implies A to the power 6 divided by 2. 3 is not congruent to 1 modulo 18, and second prime divisor will be 3, which implies A square is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. So any integer A which is relatively prime to 18 is a primitive root of 18 if it is A cube is not congruent to 1 modulo 18 and A square is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. Now, as phi of 18 will be equal to 6, then the number of integers less than 18 and relatively prime to 18 are 6 in number, which implies the integers less than 18 and relatively prime to 18 prime to 18 are, okay, tell me the integers which are less than 18 and relatively prime to 18. One. Now, whether 2 is relatively prime to 18.
No, sir.
What about 3?
5,
5,
1,
7,
7, 11,
11,
13,
15,
yes.
13, 17.
17.
Oh, as phi of 18 will be equal to 6, and these are the 16 number. 1, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 are the integers which are less than 18 and relatively prime to 18. But now, any integer A is relative primitive root of 18 if A cube is not congruent to 1 modulo 18 and A square is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. Okay. Now, as 1 is congruent to 1 modulo 18, which implies 1 cube and 1 square must be congruent to 1 modulo 18. Therefore, 1 is not a primitive root of 18. So here, 1 is not a primitive root of 18. Primitive root of 18. Now next integer will be 5. So consider r is equal to 5, and we have to check whether 5 cube and 5 square are not congruent to 1 modulo 18. So consider a cube equal to 5. Therefore 5 cube is nothing but, what is the 5 cube? 5 cube is nothing but 25 into 3, which is 125. What is the value of 125 over modulo 18?
1, sir.
1 येईल का?
Yes, sir. -1, sir.
-1
येईल
येते.
ना? -1 म्हणजे ते ओव्हर मॉड्युलो 18 व्हॅल्यू किती झाली? 17 झाली ना? 125 is congruent to 17 modulo 18, which implies E cube is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. That is, 5 cube is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. Okay, so first will be proved. Now it remains to check whether a square, that is 5 square, is also not congruent to 1 modulo 18. Now, a square is congruent to 5 square. 5 square will be 25. What is the value of 25 over modulo 18? It is 7 modulo 18, which implies 5 square is congruent to 7 modulo 18. That is, 5 square is not congruent to 1 modulo 18. So here, 5 square is not congruent to 1 modulo 18, and 5 cube is also not congruent to 1 modulo 18. Then by this previous result, that is any integer a is a primitive root of n if and only if a to the power 5 of m upon p is not congruent to 1 modulo n for every prime divisor p of 5 of m. As here 5 square and 5 cube both are not congruent to 1 modulo 18, which implies 5 is a primitive root of 18. Primitive root of 18. So here we get the value of r equal to 5, which implies 5 is the smallest primitive root of 18. As here we get the values of r, a and n. So which implies r is equal to 5, a is equal to 17 and n is equal to 18. Now we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that r to the power h is congruent to 17 modulo 18. Now we have to find the smallest positive integer h, is positive integer h such that r to the power h, r is nothing but 5, to the power h is congruent to 17 modulo 18. Okay, so consider 5 square is congruent to 25. 25 over modulo 18 will be 7 modulo 18, which implies 5 cube is congruent to 5 cube is nothing but 7 into 5, which is 35. What is the value of 35 over modulo 18?
17.
77.
1 ते 1 येत नाही हो, -1 येते, ते कन्फ्युज करू नका. -1 म्हणजे परत काही 18 -1 which is 17 modulo 18. So here we get 5 cube is congruent to 17 modulo 18. That is, we have to find out the smallest positive integer h such that 5 to the power h is congruent to 17 modulo 18. As 5 is congruent to 5 modulo 18, 5 square is congruent to 7 modulo 18, and 5 cube is congruent to 17 modulo 18. Therefore, 3 is the smallest positive integer such that 5 to the power 3 is congruent to 17 modulo 18. Then by the definition of index of any integer a, here index of 17 relative to primitive root 5 is equal to
3.
3. So here we get the index of integer 17 relative to primitive root 17. If we get another integer which is a primitive root of 18, then we have to find out the index of 17 corresponding to that primitive root. Okay, जर primitive root जर चेंज केला तर इंडेक्स चेंज होऊ शकतो बरं का, तोच इंडेक्स राहील असं सांगता येत नाही. मे बी 17 असेल किंवा दुसरा येईल. म्हणजे तुमचा जसा primitive root हा चेंज होत जाईल तसा तुम्हाला index of any integer a relative to that primitive root will be get one value. Maybe it is same or different. सेम येईल किंवा वेगळी येईल काही सांगू शकत नाही. प्रिमिटिव्ह रूट जर चेंज केला तर इंडेक्स दिलेल्या इंटिजर ए चा एक तर त्या अगोदरच्या आलेल्या इंटिजरच्या बरोबर असेल किंवा नसेल, काही सांगता येत नाही. ठीक आहे, फाइंड आउट करू शकता मग इंडेक्स.
Yes, sir.
ओके, कुणाला काही डाऊट असेल तर विचारा, नसेल तर आज थांबू, कारण थेरम आहे ते थेरम काय होणार नाही आता 5-6 मिनिट.